So that's what's in there. So Keith has put a ping pong ball at this end of the tube toward me. And then we have a lot of money we owe to 3M around. So we're using 3M's very best sealing tape at the ends. So there's a big piece of tape at each end of the tube that covers the hole, and with the ping pong ball at one end. So then, this is not an explosive can, this is a vacuum can. So we pump the air out of it, and we'll pump the air out of this one in just a moment. Or is it working? Okay. So the air has been pumped out. So then just think of the potential here. If you were to pop the tape right next to the ball, it's a hole this big. If all of us remember the 14.5 pounds per square inch in old-fashioned units of air pressure due to 100 miles of air above us, so there's a lot of force on that. And so when you break that tape at one end, the ball is experiencing about a 30-pound force. It's very light. So when you use this in a mechanics class, of course, you emphasize F equals ma. The ball is just a few grams. It's got 30 pounds of force. And what is it that limits the speed of a ping pong ball when you're playing? Yes, but how about even hitting it? If you hit it too hard, the trouble, no, my point is, if you hit it, it's an impulsive thing. It's a short impact, right? In this case, you get to exert that 30 pounds of force over 2 or 3 meters of path. Better than that, there's no air resistance outside. So, not very much. Now, I can assure you the vacuum in here is not perfect, but there's very little air in there. So you have this 30 pounds of force on one side of the ball, no air to speak of on the other side, so the ball really takes off. So we have this little, just some pictures of this, and then I want to talk to you about why it's really not as simple as we thought it was. So this is how it fits. Let me just toss it. Oops. Just keep that. You can just pass it around. It's a delightful fit. It just makes me happy. Makes me happy just to play with that. So the 40-millimeter ball slides freely through a 1.5 PVC pipe. That's the size of the hardware store. So we want to show you a movie that we made here when we were trying to figure out how this thing works. And we'll see if the movie will play. It's thinking about it. Okay, here we go. No sound in this. I thought there was a movie. We'll see once more. Please play. This is very peculiar. I've never done this before. No, it's not going to do it. But we can run it, so that's better yet. So let's we're going to come down here carefully. So here we have it. What the movie just shows is the tape on the ends. The ball is sitting there. Doesn't suspect anything. But it's going to regret this. So there's the long. And the other side is put some cans down here, our traditional target. Now, you're okay. You might be just a little Then we need, I'm up close here, so I can't plug my ears, but eventually we learned that ping pong cannons are noisy because really an explosive event happens here. I want you thinking and worrying about this. What takes this tape off this end? Do you know how hard that's stuck on there? This is good tape. One of 3M's better product. And it's stuck on there like crazy. And as that ball approaches that tape, the tape leaves. The ball never gets to the tape, turns out. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. So we have to talk about what moves that tape away, whether it's just sheer fright or... So here we go. So I've got to break this, maybe hard on this microphone. So, here we go. There it is. I'm going to pitch the 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God!
Now, I hope you noticed there was nothing sitting on those cans. They are free to fly. And they did fly, but they didn't fly until the ball had gone right through. So what held them there? Why didn't they fly? How did the ball get through? Gravity is pulling them down. So there is, first of all, yes, there's some friction sitting there, but most important, they have mass. And in the last 2 years, you know, mass is caused by the Bose Higgs particle field and all that sort of thing. That's very cool. It is the first time in history we have proof of why objects have mass. That is worth waking up in the middle of the night thinking about. But so they just fly through the cans because of the, you'd say, inertial. The cans have inertial mass. Why does the tape leave so gleefully? Did the tape go anywhere? The tape is still there. Did it attach to the ball? How about the ball? The ball is feeling kind of depressed. There it is. So, it's at this point where I thought, I really like to do optical measurements. It's downright, at times, can be quite proud of my ability to do optical measurements. So I was sending beams through this tube to do interferometry through the tube, and so I could measure density of air, because that's got to have something to do with this thing flying off, right? Well, I did a measurement here.